You've said in other interviews that the whole Brawl for All tournament was a concept designed by you to prove that JBL really isn't that tough.
Pretty much, yeah, because we were back there one day, and I think it was me, JBL, I think it was Kevin Kelly, and he was mouthing off that if this were real, I would lay everybody out. And I remember listening to him, and listen, JBL was not one of my favorite guys. He was one of these boisterous, cocky, conceited Texas badasses. So as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, let's see what would happen. So I did go to the next creative meeting and pitch that to Vince, and that's how the Brawl for All was born.
Was that just because UFC was just developing at the time?
It really had nothing to do with UFC, bro. It really was to keep trying to do different things. You know, I mean, and bro, some things worked and some things didn't, but it was all in, you never knew what you were going to get when you put on our show. It really, I mean, that wasn't inspired by UFC at all. It was just, let's try something different.
And what are your thoughts of Joey Styles ultimately, I guess, getting the better of JBL?
When I read that, I mean, I didn't feel bad for JBL, let me say that.
I guess there was a lot of injuries out of that Brawl for All in the end, so
Yeah.
that's why there was never a second one.
Yeah, but you know, bro, I got to be honest with you. There were a lot of injuries, but a lot of guys made a lot of money that they wouldn't have made. You know, like some guys weren't being booked, and if they wanted to be a part of this Brawl for All, like, bro, they were getting paid a nice amount of money. If they went to the next round, they got even more. You know, so the guys, you know, some guys that weren't being used as much made some good money. But yeah, I mean, you know, hindsight being 2020 with the chance of those guys getting hurt, I don't know if I would do something like that again.
Was it your idea to bring in Butterbean to fight Bart Gunn? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess, in hindsight, would you have tried to possibly work that match? Or?
No, bro. Bart Gunn will tell you this himself, bro. When he won the Brawl for All, and now we knew he was going to fight Butterbean. At that point, Mark Merrow's, Gold Gloves boxing manager, his name was Ray Rinaldi. He started training Bart. And I mean, he was training Bart to be a boxer. So when Bart went in that match against Butterbean, he was going off of the way Ray Rinaldi had trained him. And it wasn't the style he used when he was knocking everybody out cold. He literally was trying to box Butterbean. And Bart will tell you today, I mean, I saw him about a year ago, and he'll tell you today, man, if he would have went into that match just like he went into his Brawl for All matches, things may have been a little different.